Morning, you are welcome to today's tutorial. So in today's tutorial we'll be redesigning a design. There's a design I received from one of my students. I received this design. So I will be explaining to us what is working in the design and why the design it will not be accepted if it was designed for a client. Alright, so this is the design. Looking at the design, you can see it is good, but there are some things in the design that will make the design not come out successful, that will make that design get rejected. If it was to be designed for a client, it gets rejected. And what are these things? The full main attention, which is the image, which we call focal point. Focal point is simply using an element of your design to create attention. So in looking at this, first of all, the designer did not play with the images by making the images, using the image to call attention to the viewer's eye. The design is about phones, selling of phone accessories. But looking at the design, the image of the phone did not call the attention of the viewers that yes, this is why the purpose of the design is all about. So the use of images helps us as designers to help call our viewers' attention to that particular design. So that's first of all what is that made this design not successful. Also, looking at the design, it is not well aligned. Alignment is not playing a good work around here. Let me bring in the design as an image or as a background. This is it. Sorry, let me hide this. Looking at this is not aligned, and majorly the way he did it, the beginning was aligned, but coming down to what we sell also aligned, but the list of phone accessories is not aligned to the center. Then also the name Joshua's phone as phone store, phones and accessories was taken too much to the top, because when you are designing, you are meant to create a lead around our canvas so that when it happens to be printed, there won't be any text that will be cut out. That means in simply terms, we leave little spaces around the edges of our canvas so that when the design is printed, no text will be cut out. The images can be cut out quite alright, but in terms of text, then there won't be any need for text cut out, that the viewers won't be able to see the full text. Because that there won't be any complaint. That is why we create those little spaces around our canvas, at the edge of our canvas, so that whatever information we are putting in terms of text, everything won't go beyond that border we've created. So how do we create that? We will make use of this last one here. We take it down, arrange it at 95%. How do you know the position? This is where you use to click the position. You click on it, showing you it at 98, so you take it to 95. Take it at 95. So can you see? By so doing this, it shows that yes, it is on track in terms of this outline. It is not beyond this grid line. Then let's take that of the name. You tap on this, you move it up, then you bring it down. What to take it to 5? Or to take it to 5, so it is at 5 now. So that you see, even the name alone is out of this area, which is not supposed to be. Then also this last one, you move it this way, then you take it at 95 as usual. Then the left, take the left, put it at 5. Alright, at least for the phone's names, everything is intact, apart except for the name brand, Joshua's Phone Stores. All right. Also, in terms of that again, we can see like I said, alignment. Apart from alignment, each color, and that is in where this dealers in all kinds of phones and accessories. This is not visible. The color used here is not visible to the eye. But people might find it difficult, especially where it is printed in CMYK, because it will be visible here because it is RGB. So when you are designing, don't just design because you are using a phone that is screen. You are designing screen to screen. Design as if you are designing for print by following the principle of contrast, which says bright colored text on a dark colored background. So from your background is dark, but the text you also use is dark, which makes it not visible. So you have made use of white to make these dealers in all kinds of phones and accessories visible. So that is just basically for me what I see that making design not work. So in view of this, I'll create my own version of the design, and I will compare the two. We'll compare the two. So let's go. So as usual, we'll select the same color he used or the same ingredients. This is looking more like a gradient. Alright, so as usual, you click on gradient, you click on this plus icon, this one here, this slider, you click on it, you click on color, then you select this part, or you select this part. Then this white one, you select color 2, and you select this part. You select this part. So you have something like this. I think it was reversed. Let's see yes, it's reversed. Alright, so the next thing is the name, Joshua Phone Stores. Yeah, something like this. Then you come in here, make use of relative position to the center. Then you can take it up. Now come into font. This version of Pixellab has some more additional font to it. So I will be designing with the font here. So let's use Montserrat Black. Then you can set your size to 41, and you move it to the center. Alright, so from here you can copy this Joshua Phone Stores, phones and accessories. So phones and accessories. So because it's now large, you can reduce it. 7. So you have something like this. You move this one to the top. Not very, at least you move it somewhere. Then you have this to the center relative position. Then you move this to the top. So you have something like this. Are you getting me? Then the next is what? Dealers in all kinds of phone and accessories. For this, I will create a border or a background, text background. Then for this, I can give this white, or let's give it color that will complement here. Let's use something like this. you have something like this. Okay, I take it to the center. Then you have what dealers in all phones and what accessories. That also. Then you copy your text. Dealers in all phones and accessories. Are you getting me? So here you reduce the size because you are following the principle of hierarchy. You can reduce the size of this to this. Also, you can still so that with the fonts that is visible, don't worry. Then you can take it to the center. Then you can change the font to Montserrat semi-bold, or let's use open sans semi-bold. You have something like this. Then you can bring this one down. Alright, you can still then you bring it down because you want to increase the size of Joshua's phone stores a bit. And there's a trick you can use. You select the two, then you click on size, then you click on the two again, select this like this to the center. So that way you don't need to be merging or increasing one after the other. You have something like this. Then the next thing you want to do now is to bring in the image. Just the same way we did here. We bring in our image. Now, like I said, your image can cut. Can allow your image to be cut. This is the center of attention. You make it something this way. You can still reduce a bit. So that there'll be space for others, for other information. So this way people will see, they will know that yes, these people they are selling things like this. So
get free music.
sorry for that break in connection. Alright, so if we continue, so you have something like this, then to the center, then you can take it up to meet that grid. Now you bring it down the way, bring it down this way, or let's still increase, sorry. Can bring it this way. This way. Alright, so that you can copy this same shape here. Can copy it. Then you bring this, you increase it this way. Right, so you have something this way. So it's just matter of understanding. Now so you have something like this. Then you lock the two shapes. Then you lock it. You can choose to lock everything. Then what is the next thing? The phones is they sell. What they sell? You can copy these dealers in all phones. Then you write the phone's name first. Do you have something this way? So you can leave it there. This iPhones, phone cover, iPhones. I might do my this way. Android phone and accessories. Can increase the size to 26. I have something this way. Or you can make them on a straight line. Depending on how you want it. Or you bring it down. Sorry. Are you mad? I know this is what will happen. Sorry. That is how it's to happen. Android phone accessories. Sorry. How to start again. Don't be surprised. Pixellab does that. They do like that most of the time. For the case it happens to you too, you click on that three dots and you click on recover autosave. That's the only way you can regain what you've been working on before. Don't make it too big. Even if you put it like this, you can always reduce the line spacing so that it will so you contain something else. So you have something like this. Then the next is what? Outline, right? I don't know if you are following this tutorial. This is just how I believe if your designs can get approved. For me, then you can bring down this again. Then the outline, review for the outline, you can bring in another shape. You make it of white. cohesive. You write your outline. You have something like this. Then for this, you can choose to retain your materials so that it will be visible. So to your left is something like this. Something like so. That is just it. Then you can, to make sure it is well aligned, you can bring it to the center. You select the text, you select the shape and the number to the center. Then you can bring them down. So this way it makes the text. So we are done this way. So what do you think between this and this? So that's just all you need to know. If you feel the image is too big, you can reduce a bit. You can reduce a bit. Reduce a bit. So that's just it. And so this is just how you can make a design good look good this way using Pixellab. Outline. Still you have to do some adjustments. I got you means so this is just this is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Just do some financial touching. This is just it. Alright, so thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Alright, and you see it.